good morning, good afternoon, and good night if anyone is seeing us from the other side of the world, of course. My name is Candy Flores. I am the CEO of Medallia, and this is João Moreira, my CTO. So we are here today to present our baby, basically. It's the project that we've been working for the last months with a lot of care and a lot of work. It's called Medallia. So Medallia, it's the first true metaverse project.
And that's a very bold claim, I know. But there's a very good reason for it. And it's very funny that the previous presenter just mentioned the 7 rules of the metaverse, because that's exactly what we followed to create this project. And by the first true metaverse project, Medallia is not a metaverse. There's one metaverse, and let it be clear for everyone, just like it was said before. Medallia is a virtual world. And saying that a virtual world is a metaverse would be the same as saying that the internet is social media. Okay? It's one use case. With that said, Medallia is the first true metaverse project because of a lot of things, but mainly 3. So first of all,
it's a digital twin, and it's a very special one, because it incorporates a digital twin of Madeira Island, and it was done with very carefully with accuracy and data, topographic data, provided very kindly from the local authorities that allow us to do everything accurate as it is in reality. But aside from that, we did it manually. We put it the rocks, we put it the trees, we've done everything with care to look good, because it's my home. I was born here, so it had to be accurate. And we did it with a very special twist, in my opinion, because it's AR anchored. And what this means, it's that even if you are in the other part of the world and your friend has constructed some beautiful hotel or house or anything, he can see that from China or somewhere else, using his computer, using VR glasses, using anything he wants. But if I'm here in Madeira, I can go to the place, the actual place, and through my phone with AR, I can see my friend's house. So for me, it's something that it's transitional, because we want it to be the metaverse, or the virtual world, that allows people to get used to this, because normal people still wonders, what is this? What is this virtual world? What we can do in it? So for me, it's important that even we are here, present in the real world, we can interact and see the other things. So we did it multi-blockchain. We don't want it to be anchored in one blockchain. We allow it to any blockchain to operate in our metaverse. And it's user-friendly. You don't have to know what is a wallet, or you don't have to be a crypto expert to use it. So I want it to be able to be used by little children like my kids, or even my mom that it's near 60s. So it's easy to experience. And for me, the most important, I wanted to do this really, really well. So this is not fashion for me. This is not something that it's a drop and then it goes away. It's something that I want to stick, to evolve, and to be really, really big. So doing things right for me, it's very important. So through a partnership and working with local authorities and the government, it's important that we establish rules and establish regulation. So through this partnership, we can have someone and something that it's really accurate and it's not the Old West right?
Wild West.
Wild West, yes, sorry.
But Medallia is not only about the digital twin. It's not only about exploration. It's about stories, which is something that is sorely missed on many of... Okay, which is something that we believe is missing within a great part of the virtual worlds, right? Storytelling is the oldest form of entertainment. However, we keep on being focused on building sandboxes, like it's what everyone wants to do. So we went the opposite way. Yes, you have the ability to build. Yes, you have the ability to customize, but you get to live a story. You get to experience it by exploring the world and finding out about a whole 18,000 years of story. Because we took the 600 years of actual history of Madeira, and then we built a fictional world 18,000 years ago, where a civilization from Medallia, headquartered on this island, would be time traveling to get things from the future, from our time, back then. This allows for an immense amount of opportunities regarding not only storytelling, but also actual entertainment. Because imagine what the top 10 music artists would be for a civilization that can time travel, right? Mozart can be the freshest artist right alongside Dua Lipa, for example. And Metallica can be a thing of the past, or it can be the newest, freshest thing, like an indie band that just came over Medallia. So what we did, what we're doing, is we're fractalizing our IP. We're creating modules out of every single part of our story, of our characters, of our use cases, and then we're making them into NFTs, so that any author that wants to write a story in Medallia can easily license some part of the IP, can contribute to it, can write it onto the blockchain, thus creating a world that is open and what a real fictional universe and modern entertainment IP should be.
So, but more important than stories and talks, right? It's what we do. And for me, virtual actions should promote real change. And that's what we are doing with this virtual world. So anything you do on the virtual world, it has an impact on the real world. I'll give you an example. Imagine that you build a beautiful hotel in Medallia, right? We will build an insect hotel in the real world. So the bees that are lost from the hive can find a home, and this way we can preserve the fauna and the flora. So these little things that maybe it could seem like not important at all, for us makes a difference, because one action at a time, it's when we really make history and make life-changing moments. So for us, it's important to own virtually, but preserve locally, okay? This is protected land and should be preserved, should be on our minds when we do something, either on real world or on the virtual one. So we are going to commit, and this is my biggest pride of this project, is that we are going to give back to nature, we are going to give back to protection, we are going to give back 10% of our yearly net profit to a governmental association that it's aligned with the protection of the fauna and flora of Madeira. So it might not be a lot, or it might be, but I think it's very important. Once the nature gave us this beautiful place to work and to create, to be creative, it's important for us to give back. And for me, it is.
But let's put the money where our mouth is, right? And so I'm very proud to be able to launch for the first time ever the announcement trailer of Medallia. I hope you like it. It took us a lot of work, but there's one thing I'm very proud of. All of it is running real time inside Medallia.
It's been years since I last set foot on the island. It hurts, you know, because although it looks like my home, it doesn't really feel like it. Even the name has changed. But I can't help to remember Medallia, my island, my world. 18,000 years ago, when I was just a young man working through the ranks of the Empire. Fear not, my child. I'm not an alien, nor a vampire, nor even an immortal. I'm just an old, stranded time traveler, trying to find his way back home. Hold my collector's tech. Will you find Medallia for me?
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a lot of work, but
I think it turned out
yeah,
great.
it turned out really good. So the good thing is that right now, after we announce this, you will have access to a demo here exclusively. You can go to our space there, the Madalia World space. It will now be available and open. And you can try our photo mode of Medallia. So you can take your own photos like this. You can take your own videos. And we will post all of it on social networks so that you can then share and identify yourself. But you get a chance to try Medallia for yourselves today, just by visiting our booth, okay?
So, but just one more thing. I would like to invite on stage Thibault Launay from Exclusible, because we have another thing to announce.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
The stage is yours.
Thank you for having me on stage today. And I'm almost feeling a bit embarrassed because I know it's your baby. You spent so much effort for the last 2 years, and by the way, fantastic presentation. And first time I watched this trailer, which is great, and I'm very proud to work with you on this project. So I will introduce myself, who I am, and what we do at Exclusible, and why I decided to be part of this project. So I'm the CEO of Exclusible. Exclusible is a Portuguese company that I created 15 months ago. Now we are 38 people, and basically we develop, we market, and we distribute NFT and metaverse projects. In the last 15 months, we did 14 NFT projects, or metaverse. So sometimes it was with luxury brand, like we did a project with Bugatti, we did a project with some artists like Orlinsky. Then we did different metaverse projects in different virtual worlds. So we started by doing concert and fashion week in Decentraland. Then we did digital real estate in Sandbox, where we built 150 villas and 25 islands. Then we realized that we had a feedback from many users or corporations that they would like to see more photorealistic experience. So we built 5,000 penthouse in a metaverse called Spatial. And I'm very excited to collaborate on this project because sometimes I have the feeling that there's too many virtual worlds. Every week, and sometimes every day or every 2 days, there's people contacting me, hello, I'm building my new virtual world. I want to sell lands, what can we do? How can we work together? But in most of the case, it's not really based on anything tangible. And I had the same challenge myself when I first bought some lands a couple of years ago on Sandbox and Decentraland. And I was thinking, wow, you have this map and, where should I buy? What's the equivalent of the Champs-Élysées? Where is the beach? Here, at least in Medallia, Madeira, we know the beach is there or there, It's much more concrete and tangible. So I end up buying lands next to Snoop Dogg and Sandbox because I believe it was cool, but it's kind of weird because it's still not based on something very tangible. And I think this is the first in the world that a government do digital twins on physical lands. And I know that it will be a way to onboard many people. If I have a conversation with my dad and I tell him, look, do you want to buy, you have this map, this Sandbox map, or you have this Madeira map and you can buy a digital land and build immersive experience. For my dad, it will be 10 times much easier to project himself and to know where to buy this land. Because he may want to buy a land on a beach or a forest or waterfall and build a digital experience. So I think it's very interesting because it's a way to onboard new people, and that's what we should do. We have to make it much easier for everyone to have access. It's a way for Madeira potentially to onboard new kind of tourism. And basically there will be 500 lands. And we announced today in the media where you will have different price point, with different size, where you can buy this digital land and have this digital construction license where you can build whatever you want, and you will have access to the app that the team developed for the last couple of years. And it's going to be great, and it's announcing today, and thank you everyone.
It's our announcement, and you can see it today in
Yes, on our website, on exclusible.com. So we have a community of 200,000 people, but anyone, if any of you have an interest, you can visit on exclusible.com to have a better understanding of, you basically have the map or what you can buy, what's the list of the utility, and I'm very happy to work with you on this.
It was a pleasure. I think this partnership will let us through the skies.
Yeah.
Thank you, Thibaut.
Thank you.
These are some landscapes.
These are some of the beautiful landscapes
places.
of Madeira.
These are some pictures of actual places where the virtual land is available. So as can you see, it's very, very beautiful. So thank you for listening us, and thank you for being here today and so attentive and being patient with the trailer. Thank you so much.